Alright, playing Lightsworn for the third time today. Um, Probably not going to play this deck for a while. Like, unless my friend wants to see my specific deck profile. Like, this is partially why I'm making these videos, so that way I can show him, like, so that way he knows what Lightsworn's really supposed to do. Playing against battling boxers. I'm not actually too familiar with the deck. Um, so I go for the standard play, normal Lumina and set, breakthrough, and end. And I get lucky off the mill. So I get Felisa special, and I get her effects, Minerva's effect, so she rolls an extra one. I breakthrough skill that one because I don't want him getting stuff in his graveyard because he has Solidarity. And he gets 1 day apiece, so I'm slightly upset about that. I synchro for Mikael because it's going to be good. And I needed to dump more stuff, and Lumina wasn't going to help me. He makes lead Yoke, and I'm very upset, but I let go through because he attacked the Necrogarna. I have enough to summon Light Ray, but he... Like, Torrential in this deck is really good. Because basically I lose my field, but he keeps his lead Yoke, and it gets stronger. And it puts stuff in the grave for him. Actually, I think he had something in the grave. But this was a bit silly. Breakthrough skill... breakthrough skill doesn't work on lead Yoke. Because basically, I don't know. Magic is why. Like, I've lost count of how many times. So I basically play this to prevent myself from taking more damage than was necessary. Because he could have OTK'd so hard, but I'm gonna Necrogarna. That was my mistake. I didn't think that he had Counterpunch in his hand, so I'm gonna lose my Dragon Ruler. Not that it matters. So I negate all of his attacks, prevent me from getting OTK'd, but he gets a second lead Yoke, which is not fun. Luckily, I get Solar Recharge and charge the Light Brigade, so I can start going Lumina into Police to get her effect off, and try and keep... Like, it doesn't work. So I normally, in terms of rank 3 monsters, Zen Mains is my favorite. But I was at locals just like a couple months ago now, and I remembered watching one of my friends play against Lightsworn, and I realized how good Mechaquip's Engineer is because it can pretty much prevent you from getting OTK'd and stalling hard, which is what I needed considering that I'm basically top decking at this point. Because Engineer put to defense can't be destroyed, basically. So I'm gonna set the Raikou, put that into attack position. That thing has 5,000 attack, which is ridiculous. Luckily, I hit a Wyvern and start popping things, which is good for me because now I can bring back the Judgment Dragons. And it's pretty much my comeback. Because I'm going to be able to nuke the field now, start attacking, and I set the Plague Spreader, hit Wolf. At this point, my opponent knows that he's pretty much lost. Because he doesn't have any options right now. Like, because I still have Blaster and Grave, so I can pop more of the, Oh, I don't have any more Wyverns. All the Wyverns are gone. And how did I banish so many JDs? I think I was banishing them... Oh, I started banishing them earlier in the game to get rid of, stuff. But yeah, at this point, like, it's pretty much game for me. That was one hell of a comeback. I can... Oh, that was pretty bad for him. He compulsed my wolf, so now I have a target for monster reincarnation, so I can add the JD back. And at this point, like, my opponent knows that it's game. He has the Veil, but he can't afford to take the damage, basically. So that was game for me. That was a very good game, actually. Like, I'll give my opponent credit. Lead Yoke is not something to mess with. I was grateful that I got rid of it. Like, JD is really a strong card. I would not have minded one bit if JD got hit to like at least 2 in the ban list. That's going to be up and coming. Like, they didn't really do much in the next ban list. I'm going to take a sip of water. But yeah, next ban list that's coming out for July, like, they didn't really hit anything. Though it's only going to last until September, so it's not that big of a deal. So once pendulums come out, we'll see like what's going to really start getting hit. Because I feel like once pendulums comes out, like then that's when all the broken stuff is going to happen. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, Lightsworn, like, it's games like this that make me glad to play Lightsworn, because it's games like these that are fun, but playing against other decks, it's not nearly as fun. Like, just, I don't know. Like, if you want to win frequently, I guess play Lightsworn, but you might as well also play Shaddolls, because Shaddolls are broken as hell. Though I don't get how Lightsworn doesn't do so well against, well, you special summon a lot in Lightsworn. Like, Shaddolls, you get Midrash or Nephilim out, it's like, if you, as long as you can prevent Judgment Dragon from going off, you pretty much got game. And Shaddolls size are a lot more consistent, I would assume. Like, that's another thing that I don't like about Lightsworn. Lightsworn has some very shitty hands, and they have some really broken good ones. But yeah, enough about me ranting. About time that I start editing and uploading these videos. Hope you all enjoyed. Until next time.